what is Landco? I mean, how is it as an organization right now?
Well, okay. Well, Landco as an organization, there's this saying, if I had an hour to chop down a tree, I'll spend the first 45 minutes sharpening my axe. Okay, so that's what we've been doing since 2015. We've been really streamlining the processes. We've committed to completing these developments. By the way, by the end of this year, all of our projects, uh, with the exception of the beach town projects, but all of our projects will be completed 100% this year. So that's what we've been doing for the past decade. Our last project was 10 years ago. So we've been cleaning house, we've been fixing the systems, especially on the customer service, on project management, financial management. So we're fixing all of that so that we're ready to come out with these two new projects. So we've cleaned house for the past 10 years.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
that's what.
amazing.
Yeah, that's what we've
Given
been
the
doing.
fact that there's also the pandemic,
Yeah,
right?
well, yeah, it's the best time to do it.
Okay, so
Uh,
walk us through what
uh,
is leisure tourism estate? I mean, it's new to my ears, no?
yeah.
So let's help the media understand as well. What is leisure tourism estate are?
Okay. The best way to explain it in layman's terms. I asked you a question before for this interview. No?
Yes.
I just came from Boracay. Where would you rather live if you were going to live in Boracay? Would you rather live along White Beach, or would you live in an exclusive subdivision within that island, Boracay Island? Where would you live?
I would live in front of the beach. That's part of my retirement plan. It's to enjoy the fruits of my labor,
Yes, yes.
basically, and to build memories with my family.
Yeah.
So I would prefer to be in the right in front of the beach.
Okay, so that's exactly what the leisure tourism estate is. It's basically, a leisure product, a lot in front of the beach in a tourism area where you could, build a beach house if you wanted to build an Airbnb or put up a coffee shop and live upstairs, or maybe put up a co-working space and live upstairs. That's a leisure tourism estate. So it's basically a lot by the beach that, you have a freedom, residential, commercial, build your dream house. Yeah.
Wow,
Mhm.
that's amazing.
So
So
so it's living. Imagine it's like living along White Beach in Boracay, but our products are driving distance. It's like a 2.5, 3 hour drive from Manila. Titled properties, literally by the beach.
that's an amazing thing
Mhm,
because I mean you're a well-traveled person,
mhm.
so you know that in the United States it's Miami and Santa Monica in Los Angeles. A 15-minute walk right in front of that, and you get an amazing view of the beach already, and you get to enjoy after working and after a tireless day. You get to enjoy the view and being in the beach, right? So this is what you guys are going to offer and are
Yes,
offering right now.
yes, yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the two projects that you guys are developing.
Okay. So first is the Casobe, no? It's for Calatagan South Beach. So obviously it's in Calatagan.
Okay.
Okay. And the next one is in Club Laiya. Now, they are pretty much, no, in its gist, these are the same products. However, like for example, when I first joined in 2015, when I went to Calatagan, Calatagan and Laia have a different vibe in themselves. No? Calatagan used to be the playground of the rich. So,
Right.
when I used to visit there first time, though, it was a kind of a laid back place. But if you go to Laia, when I first visited it, it's an active, it's an active community. There are a lot of, seaside activities. And the people, there were a lot more people, families with actually back then, with calderos. So, yeah, but
Yes,
so it's
1980s.
yeah. So it has its own different vibe, and we kind of built around that vibe. So in its core, both beach towns are the same because everything you need to live by the beach is there. But in terms of vibe, they are totally different. And in terms of the vibe, it is how we found it. We didn't
Okay.
change. If you wanted a laid back atmosphere, go to Calatagan. If you want a more active lifestyle, go to Laia.
Right.
Now, if you wanted exclusivity, you have Playa Calatagan and Playa Laia. No? If you wanted to live like along White Beach and Boracay, where you're used to seeing tourists and then you have all this activity, that's where Casobe and Club Laia come
Yeah,
in.
and if you want to be more adventurous, and if you want to have an unconventional experience
Mhm.
and unique experience, um, I saw in the video, no, that you offer these kinds of experiences to the public, which is really nice because, like you said, the Crusoe in the in Casobe, and then the cocoons as well in these places. So it's something that is really offered to the public in a very genuine and authentic. It's really what we need, no? At the end of the day, with all of this, we are stripped off with our material things. What's left of us is really the memories and being with our family and friends, no? And it's good that Landco right now is really offering this different genre and concept for the public. So I heard about this millennial resort, no? Can you at least give us an introduction before I introduce our next speaker?
Okay, well, Millennial Resorts, it's an affiliate of Landco. It's a sister company of Landco, no? But it's basically us. It's the same people running it now. The idea is, okay, we live in an Instagram generation.
Right.
So it's not only important that you are comfortable and you have all the amenities you need, but it's important that you stay in a cool place. You know, something different, something novel. No? So that's basically the soul, no? The ethos of Millennial Resorts. We wanted to provide you unconventional experiences, you know, at a value for money cost. And because, you know, at the end of the day, like, you know, what the video said, you know, you've worked hard all your life. No? And there comes a time that you ask, what is all this for? You know, what is all this for?
Exactly.
And then, you know, I've realized as I've gotten older, your family becomes more important. You know, when I'm 70 or 75 in my rocking chair, all I have left are my memories now.
Correct.
So
it's something that is treasured, and you, of course, you wanted to always share it with the people around you and your loved ones.
Yes, and that's what really matters most. So, you know, Millennial Resorts is part of the beach town experience now. Because the idea of the Landco beach town is, for example, in Casobe and Club Laiya, okay, you are literally living inside the resort. You know, it's a nice size, 12 to 15 hectares. That's the size of like Shangri-La Boracay or Mactan. It's that size. Have you ever wondered now, when you were there now, you know, what would it be like to live here?
Yes. And get a portion of that land, as we used to say and joke, like, siguro ilagay na lang sa isang paso para okay.
Pero haven't you wondered, diba? I'm sure you've wondered, no? When you were in like Shangri Boracay or Mactan Shangri-La, what
does it feel like? Yes, exactly.
Yeah, okay. So now, no, to Millennial Resorts. Well, I don't want to preempt our Manco member Patrick Gregorio, to explain Millennial Resorts. But the idea is, we provide a conventional experience. We are very proud of our customer service. You know, when we started this subsidiary, there was not a single employee in the company with hotel experience, aside from eating in the buffets. No? but we've accomplished a lot in the past 2 years that we're quite proud of now. And we are building on this subsidiary. And basically, the idea of these beach towns is that, you know, if you bought a lot in Casobe or Club Laiya, whatever the hotel offers, we will offer the lot owner. So don't think room service, no. Think beach lot service. Right. If you wanted laundry or a jet ski, you know, or
the convenient way, because when you stay in a hotel, it's basically full service.
Yes.
The full service is there.
Yes. So whatever we provide our clients in the hotel, in Millennial Resorts, we will provide our residents in our beach towns.
Yes. Okay, I think that's well. Do you want to still share anything to our media friends?
Well, okay. Maybe just a few things. How much time do I have?
We have all the time. Don't worry.
Okay. So what makes these LTEs, leisure tourism estates, different? What makes them different? Firstly, literally, if you look at Casobe and Club Laiya, the farthest lot to the beach is 250 meters.
Oh.
So yes, it is 250. It is literally like a 2-minute walk. It is a 2-minute walk. No. So when we say beachfront living, we mean it. No, it's walking distance. That is the farthest lot. Next is, in terms of the design, imagine this, Aya. If I blindfolded you, and I brought you in a beach development somewhere, I took off the blindfold, you wouldn't know where you are. Because, usually the developments, they're all the same thing. They are roads, sidewalks, lampposts, street signs, they are all the same. If I blindfolded you, you wouldn't know where you are. But here, we intentioned it. that, if I blindfolded you and brought you to Casobe and Club Laiya, you know where you are.
Right.
Our roads are blue to the core, and that's because, it's colorful sky in the sea. It's a comic color. We brought it into the development. No, our our manhole covers are artsy. Our lampposts are
Yes, I
artsy.
saw.
Our sidewalks. We could just made that into poured concrete, but we didn't. No, it's an artsy sidewalk because we know our clients are going to spend decades in this property and they're going to see these things. We wanted them to appreciate it. We want them to know where they are
And
no?
build memories with their
Yes,
families
yes.
there. So these are
Yes.
really the things that you would want to share with
Yes.
your friends and loved ones.
Mhm. Yes. Well, I maybe just a few more before we go to Millennial Resort. The other thing is, again, there's this generational shift in mindset. No? Before, maybe our parents, they wanted to live in an exclusive community. But I'm sure you and me, I have the same answer. Right? Given a choice between living in White Beach or an exclusive subdivision in that island, Boracay, I would live along White Beach. Actually, my true dream is, me and my wife would retire in Dubrovnik. It's a tourist destination. Yeah, because we like seeing people. And
Me too. People watching is
Yes.
one of the best
Diba?
things that you can do. Okay, I'm not saying that it's because of the age, but
Yeah.
I'm sure some millennials also or Gen
Yeah.
Z are having this leisure time
Yeah.
as well to just do people watching.
Yeah. So that's what we're trying to do with these leisure tourism estates. You are living in a tourist destination. You could build your house there, and maybe 20, 30 years from now, if there's an opportunity to put up an Airbnb, you could do it. No, if not, you could just keep your beach house, and then pass it on to the next generation. And your family, you build memories. You pass it on to the next generation, and while you're enjoying it, it's increasing in value.
Correct.
Di ba, land is the best store.
Yes,
land
that's
is the best store.
really the old saying that real estate is really your
Yeah.
go-to investment. If you want to be sure, if you want to make sure, then go to your real estate investment.
Yes.
So, okay, you've talked about a lot of the Casobe and Club Laiya. Why don't we watch the video and to tell us more about the projects of Landco Pacific Corporation right now?